Hey guys, what's up? Zombie here. Today I wanted to go over something pretty simple. It's about what muscle groups you use when you do arm wrestling. So I've actually had people ask this one. I've heard this one quite a bit, and I just kind of wanted to address the issue and just tell you what you use most when you're doing arm wrestling, why you use those muscles, when you use them, all that. So a lot of times people just think that you're only pulling with your bicep. They think that they're only like doing a hook and then pulling with all your bicep, and it's not just that. It's just one part of it. Really, it's a full upper body workout, and you use most of your whole upper body, like almost all the muscles. And let me explain a little bit. So, when you're doing an arm wrestling, the first thing you'll notice is, of course, the grip. You see arm wrestlers always have a hand gripper. They're always working that out. They're always trying to build their forearm. They're trying to get good, big forearms, strong forearms, so they can do the top roll. They can open up the other person's hand. They can control the grip. If you control the grip, you can control a good amount of the match. And it's always a competition to see who can get the upper hand in any way they can. Pun intended. It's not just about the grip. The grip does play a big part. We train forearms a lot. Of course, bicep is also another one. That's a big part of it, but it's not the only part of it. You use bicep actually a lot less than a lot of other parts. So, like if you're doing a hook, that's about the only time you really rely a lot on your bicep. Also, if you're doing a lot of back pressure, but with the hook, you just curl and then you just kind of bring them toward you. They're bringing them toward you and keeping your hand near you. That's where your bicep comes in. Another really big thing, actually chest. Chest is all for side pressure and trying to push them down or hold them sideways, keeping your arm from going out. That's a lot of chest. It's also shoulder, but a lot of chest. You know, like shoulder, like the chest press or flies. Sorry, that's what flies do. They help you be able to do that kind of movement where you hold your chest, where you hold your arm in place steady when they're trying to push you out. So it keeps your arm locked in between your shoulders. And that's a really important thing because you have less chance of breaking your arm if you're looking at it. If it's within your eyesight, you try and keep it within a fist distance of your face. If your arm goes out here, you go out there. If your arm goes down here, you follow it. You're strongest right here. You're strongest close to it, and you do a lot of chest exercises to keep it from getting pushed out here. You can keep it pressed in, so nothing's going to pull it out. That's a really good reason to do a lot of chest workouts. So shoulder, sure there are three heads for your shoulders, and you probably should work out all of them. Military press does a great job, but you can also do different kinds of rotations, raises like side raises, front raises. Of course, rotating with your shoulder cuff, do lightweight for those kinds of workouts because you don't want to hurt anything. It's better to just be safe and build it up one step at a time until you're sure you can do more. Because there's a lot of things that can get hurt in the shoulder. But the point is to work out your shoulder to build a strong foundation. And I say strong foundation because even though most of my right arm is stronger, my left arm was the one that has never been dislocated. This shoulder has. And I win more matches with my left hand because my shoulder is better here. It can do a lot more. It's a lot stronger. It's a lot more stable. Build the groundwork. Start from square one if you need to. Just build up those shoulders, all three heads. Spend a lot of time because that is going to help you a lot with. The reason I say that is you do a lot of shoulder movement. Everything you do, you're rotating your arm in some way. You're pulling it, you're bending it, you're pushing it. And your shoulder is getting a lot of work. You're moving it around a lot. And it's important to keep it strong and stable. Like if you're going to try and do a top roll, you roll your shoulder over and you press in. That also requires a lot of tricep, which I'll get into in a minute. If you're doing, well, basically everything, you roll your shoulder back and you're flexing probably the back heads, but you're also doing a lot of forearm if you're doing a top roll. Mostly, but it's just a good foundation muscle to have in place. Another big muscle group, of course, is the back. There's a very big reason for having a strong back. Never skip back workouts. Do pull-ups, do rows. You need to have a good, strong back. That's for back pressure, to pull them away. All the pulling workouts are great because you grab their arm, you're starting to match, you're ready, you're already kind of pulling before they say go, and then you go back and you try and pull them away from their arm or away from their body. You try and pull their hand away from their face towards you. You don't just lean back with it. If you don't have a strong back and you're not used to doing pulling motion like that, and your back's not as strong as theirs, they're probably going to get you away from your body because they're locked in, they're doing that pulling motion by engaging all these muscles back here. That's kind of an important thing to do. It's going to help you overall, even if you're going down here. So it's another big foundation workout to do. Deadlift also works really good, but pull-ups is probably one of the best back workouts. Rows is fantastic. Don't skip that. Okay, last I think we have tricep. Now a lot of people focus on bicep, but that's only 1/3 of your size here. Tricep is twice the size of your bicep, and it's a lot stronger. Why do you think you can, with a tricep press, you can do a press with at least twice as much as you can curl with your bicep? It's a lot stronger, it's a bigger muscle. So what you should also remember is you do a lot of stuff with that. If you try and do a press, you need your tricep. Anytime you're going to try and push them down, that's your tricep. That's the cable. Like if you have a rope and a pull down and a cable machine, just practice that motion. That's what that is. You're trying to keep them there. You're trying to press it down there. You're trying to pull the rope that way. So you turn, you pull. Or, well, basically any kind of motion like that, just trying to keep them down. Anytime you're trying to push like that, it keeps you, if you're doing the press, it's great. Even if you're not doing the press and you're still trying to pull in some way that way, it also engages a bit when you're trying to pair it with the chest. It's just a good muscle to have, and you should not forget it. It's just one of those things that you should remember to incorporate also. Just do your whole upper body if you're going to work out your upper body. And also, last muscle group I'm going to talk about, guys, your legs. You might be thinking, but this is arm wrestling. Why do I need my legs? Why? Well, why indeed? It's because this is a full body thing. When you see, just watch a match on YouTube, you will see them prepping their legs. You'll see them, they have their toe anchored, they have a leg wrapped around the bar or something, or their legs are spread and they're in a certain position. You will notice the position. It will be very similar between everyone. Like it's kind of like the opposite of a boxer's stance, but they're ready to pivot their joints. They're ready to pivot on their toe and then press, because they're going to try and turn their entire body sideways, and they're ready to dip with their back leg. So you're ready to pivot and twist and go down. You know, like you lower on one leg so that you can bring them downward while keeping your hand close to your body. And you just want to make sure that you don't get hurt, you don't pull anything. Just build a good, strong foundation. Just build up just strong legs. Don't skip leg day. A lot of people skip leg day. I don't know why. It's fun. I mean, I might be a little crazy with that, but build up your calves, your hamstrings, your quads, your glutes. You're golden. Squats, deadlifts, calf raises. There you go. That's a full leg day. Just do it a lot. Or you can do jump squats. That works fantastic, because you actually work out a little bit of everything with that. Anyways, that's like basically the whole body. Like I told you, it's a full body workout. Arm wrestling incorporates everything, and you can use everything in an instant, depending on which motion you plan on doing. Of course, forearm is very important, biceps very important, shoulders are very important, chest, back, legs. It's all very important in its own way, but none of them are more important than the others. You need all of them if you want to have a good chance at the table, because the other guy probably did work on all of it, because he'll arm wrestle for 2 hours every single week with his buddies, just going back and forth, arm wrestling straight, and he's moving all of those muscles continuously. So you should also incorporate some kind of arm wrestling into your workouts once a week at least, or multiple times a week. But you'll notice if you're doing the workouts properly, your arm wrestling in proper form, you'll be using everything. So add it into the gym, build a good foundation, get stronger. It'll make you more of a threat. Just wanted to share that information with you guys. Tell me what you think. Is there anything I missed that's a big thing that you need to remember to work out? Let me know. In the meantime, have a good one, guys. Bye.